In today's episode of Value on My Toy Collection, we're going to value some Sailor Moon dolls. We're going to value our Osbourne collection and a lot of other good stuff. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection. And then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Well, let's jump right in and start valuing these dolls. First, this one in yellow is called Sailor Moon Venus. She's worth about $60. Next, in the green, is Sailor Moon Jupiter, worth over $100. And then we have Sailor Moon, she's worth about $75. And then in the blue, Sailor Mercury, worth $75. And then in the red, worth $50, is Sailor Mars. Those are all from 1995. And then from the Irwin Company, we have the 17-inch dolls from 1996. We have Sailor Venus, she's worth about $70. And then Sailor Moon, worth $70 as well. All right, then we have some Addams family toys. Here we have Morticia. She's worth about $40. These all came from 1992 from a company called Playmates. And there were supposed to be eight in the set. But I can only find 5 of these everywhere online. So I don't think they made the other 3. If they did, let me know in the comments. Next, we have Gomez. He's worth about $25. And then we have Pugsley, worth about $40. We have Uncle Fester, he's worth about $30. Then we have Granny, she's worth about $25. And we have Lurch, he's worth about $25 as well. And then we have some figures from The Mask from 1997. This one's worth about $25. And that old KB's toy sticker up there, look, they went for $2 or $3. They were like super cheap on clearance. This one, kind of like the Ninja, he's worth about $25 now. And then this one is called Wild Wolf, he's worth about $25. And then we have these little tricky worms. These are kind of cute. These are worth about $3 each, and we have 4 of those, but they're a lot of fun to play with. We have this barista figure, she's worth $15. And then we have this little figure from Planet 51, and he's worth about $12. This little Victorian teddy bear I had with our Downton Abbey collection, she's worth about $15. And then we have these little toy sets called Kachoos. I don't really remember these, but they're kind of like troll heads you put on your pencils and everything, but they're all numbered and very collectible. We have 4 different boxes of these, and they're worth about $8 a box. And then we have this loose one. She's probably worth at least $5. I couldn't even find one that size. And then we have this very large pack of Kachoos. It came from Toys R Us. It was an exclusive there. And it's worth about $30. All right, then we'll move on to our Osbourne family collection. We have all kinds of goodies up on this shelf. So let's just start with these little loose dolls. I think these are pretty great. Now this one's Kelly Osbourne. And then we have the brother Jack. And they're worth about $20 each. So, I mean, that's not bad. That's $80 for a set of 4. Then we have the mom, Sharon, worth about $20. And then the dad, Ozzy, back there. Have to get us some little doll stands to display those in the toy museum. All right, then we have some bobbleheads. We have the Sharon bobblehead and the Union Jack outfit, worth about $16. You have a different version of Sharon as a bobblehead, also worth about $16. And then the Ozzy Osbourne bobblehead's worth about $20. And let's see what else we have. We have this Sharon bendable figure, and she's worth about $10. And then we have Ozzy as a bendable figure, also worth about $10. And then we have the Sharon ink pen, worth about $10. And then we have some of the plush dolls. We have the Kelly plush doll. It's still in the box, worth about $20. And then the Ozzy Osbourne plush doll in the box. He's worth about $30. And then we have the brother Jack, Kelly's brother Jack, worth about $20. And then Sharon's worth about $20. I never watched that show. All right, let's see what else we have. Here we have a cartoon version, a figure of Kelly worth about $20. I did not collect that whole set. They kind of take up a whole lot of room, but I really like Kelly Osbourne, so I did get that figure. I might get the rest one day. I'll have to see what kind of space I have in the toy museum. I'm afraid I'm not going to have enough room for all this cool stuff. And then we have the talking dolls. These are from 2002. They're more like Barbie-sized dolls. But here's Kelly. She's worth about $35. And then Jack and his dog, they're worth about $35. And then Ozzy, worth about $35. And finally Sharon, and you guessed it, she's worth about $35. Then randomly, we have from Rugrats, the Susie Carmichael all grown up doll, and she's worth about $60. On clearance from Easter, we got this Girl Scout makeup for $3 worth $15. Well, with our previous 436 videos of value in my toy collection, our total was $1,079,234. Now, when we add this video of our Sailor Moon dolls and our Osbourne collection and some miscellaneous toys, we can add another $1,368 to our grand total. So that means our new grand total for episode 437 of Value in My Toy Collection is $1,080,602. I always wanted to say I had $1 million toy collection, and now I can finally say it. But I'm not a millionaire. I'm more like a toyonaire, because that is not cash money. It's just toys. Maybe one day it'll be money. But I'm not a millionaire. I've just been saving these toys all my life, going to thrift stores, garage sales, flea markets, toy stores, and looking online. And it's just accumulated to that big old total. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I'd like to see what all I have and what it's actually worth. And I'm also putting all the toys on our Facebook page, which is called the Toy Vault of Mississippi. So check that out. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel and you like it, please do so, because it helps us grow. So until our next video, we will see you then.